Here's Lloyd with it. She'll force a shot up there through traffic and get it to go. Jewell Lloyd. Jewell with the right hand. Keeps the dribble between the wickets. Goes by Wallace and scores off the window. Jewell Lloyd. Sammy driving baseline around Caitlin Clark. Kicking it to Horston. Thought about it. Put it on the deck. Scoops it to Lloyd. Lloyd has been on the money, and she still is. Jewell Lloyd 3 for 5. Inside Lloyd. Posting up the smaller Wheeler. Spin move. Can't stop her. There's nothing you can do if you're... Pass might have been deflected. It was certainly short, but give it right back. Jordan Horston's got it. Track meet continues here at Climate Pledge. Skip past to Russell. Corner to Jewell. Tee it up. Boom! Smith directing traffic. Jewell gets a big screen from NECA. Goes left to right. Flings it up and hits. Jewell Lloyd with 15 on 6.
One of the sellout crowd today here at Climate Pledge.
Ball swings around. Vivians tries to answer. Can't do it. Jewell's right there for the tip in. You mentioned Christy Sides looking on.
I don't think she could like that turnover. It was unforced.
Here's Jewell with it. NECA rolls. Jewell forces it up, and those shots were just not going down. 14-second differential game and shot. Here's Jewell. We'll back it in. Taking Wallace. Double comes. Loses handle of the basketball. Forces it up and gets it to go. And Jewell Lloyd.
Hi, everybody. This is Van Silk for WNBA Ballers, Rock Bottom Sports. Okay. It's time that all you goofballs on YouTube stop trying to find an excuse for Caitlin Clark. I'm so glad that the big top top sport commentators really don't talk about her no more, because a lot of people don't understand. She's a great player. Well, she's a good basketball player. I can't say great. She's a good basketball player. She might have been great in college. WNBA, you're average. Yeah, you can shoot the three when you are free. You have no mid-range game. You have no defense. You played Iowa. You went to NCAA finals twice and lost. He was taking an average of 25 shots a game. You're not going to do that in the WNBA. I don't care what team you go to. It's about team ball. You don't play any defense at all. You can't guard none of the top guards in the WNBA. The guards that you do score on, they are weak on defense. When it comes to the top guards, you can't guard them. Everybody was happy a week or so ago when they won 4 straight games. Well, you beat the Sky, Chicago Sky, and the other 3 games you played, those teams had losing records. There's nothing about, fire Christy Sides, fire her. Listen, I know you didn't expect to think that y'all going to beat the Seattle Storm. There's no way in hell you could beat them. I've been telling you, there's no way you could beat the Minnesota Lynx. Y'all can't beat the long-ass Las Vegas Lake Aces. You can't beat the Connecticut Sun. That's been proven. And you can't beat the Liberties. So what are y'all going to do? Caitlin Clark don't even make hustle plays. She get a lot of rebounds that she don't get rebounds by jumping for them. A lot of rebounds she gets is like from a bounce off the board to the ground. You don't never see her jumping for no rebound like Angel Reese or Aaliyah Boston. She don't get those type of rebounds. And then on fast break, you don't even engage the fast breaks. You are slow on defense. But yeah, you get that ball and you want to whip it to your players and make the ball speed is ahead. Then they want to blame the players for not catching your pass. Erica Wheeler is the best guard y'all got on your team. Kelsey Mitchell is an aggressive guard, but she's a shooter. You want to give the ball up at the top of the three-point line. You want to pass it off to Boston. Pass the foul line, expect for her to work. That ain't how you work it. And once you give the ball up, you just stand around. You don't move around. You don't try to get off nothing. You just stand there. And you don't want to blame everybody but Caitlin Clark. She is selfish. You ever see Caitlin Clark? Caitlin Clark only congratulatory stuff is when she scores and she want to start clapping her hand, or she got a block the other day on a weak guard. Otherwise than that, when her players on her team score, you don't see her clapping. You don't see her drawing. All you do is see her throwing her hands up in the air because all she worried about is hitting the logo three. That is not going to win you no games, and not definitely going to win you no games in the WNBA. I look at all you bloggers, they ruining Caitlin Clark and they don't want her to shoot. When they played the Sky, Caitlin Clark didn't want to come back to get the ball. The play before that, when Boston took the shot, Aaliyah Boston took that three-point shot, Caitlin Clark was nowhere to be found. You ain't, the next 3 or 4 games, you got to play the Mercury. You're not beating the Mercury. You're not beating the Aces. They're going Jackie Young and Kelsey Plum and them going to chew you up. And we ain't even talking about Kelsey Gray. You can't guard none of them. Asia Wilson going to eat up Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston, I'm sorry to say. And then you got to play the Liberties again. The team that held you to 7 points and 7 turnovers. You think every time that nobody else, your fans think that nobody else supposed to shoot on that team or try to score but Caitlin Clark. She had a lot of offers to hit points within the paint and want to throw it out to the 3-point line because she has no floater. She got made one floater against the Storm. You have no inside game. 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 You had Skylar Diggins Smith, 32 years old, guard you. She wasn't even worried about scoring. She had 9 assists. And there was one play where you shot the 3 and you have a habit of falling, and they gave you that. But you know what? I'm going to blame that on the Fever and blame it on the WNBA. They had no business drafting you as number 1. You was not a number 1 pick. You was a number 4 or 5 pick. You would have ended up on a little decent more team. You might have could have ended up on the Chicago Sky with Cardoza or with Angel. Either way, Cardoza could have went, or Angel could have went number 1. Angel would have did better with your team because she played defense, and she would have worked well with Kelsey Mitchell and Erica and them and Asia Ball. She would have worked well with them. But no, they wanted you. You can't win games by yourself. You live with the 3, you die with the 3. But I come to find out that you are a selfish player. You're arrogant. You talk a lot of trash. You talk a lot of shit. And when people trying to fight for you, she need to be on the Olympic team. Olympic team for what? She's not better than nobody on the Olympic team. You have no one-on-one game, okay? All you do is push off with your right hand. You can't get free, okay? Some of the players are even scared to even foul you. You know, you haven't engaged in 2 no fouls against the better guards. And you complain all the time. And you talk a lot of shit. And you're a hater. And I'm sorry to say, you're pandering this Mary Poppins ass chick. She's the one who's divided that locker room in Indiana. She's a divider. Because she feels that everything need to run through her. No, they did that in Iowa and you lost. In the games that y'all did win, it was StephenASmith. It was Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston that carry you to those wins. And when those girls do carry you to the wins and carry the team to the wins, they don't get publicized. Everything is about you. When you're lost and you had 7 turnovers and 7 points, they found some idiot on YouTube found a way to make a highlight reel. You are a danger to your teammates because you're not a team leader. I'm looking at this clown tomorrow. Erica Wheeler's doing too much. That's what she do. She play basketball. You ain't got to lead the team in scoring every night. That's your problem. And to all you idiots out here that don't know about basketball, Caitlin Clark will never. If she was on the Las Vegas Aces, if she was on the Liberties, if she was on the Storm, if she was on the Lynx, if she was on the Suns, she would still get no more than 7 or 8 shots a game. That they don't need her to score. They got enough people who could score and play defense. The name of the game is, if you play defense, you're supposed to get awarded the ball. You don't play no defense. You get awarded the ball just to shoot. And you're a defense liability. Everybody that played you already know you're a defense liability. They know you can't play no defense. And they know your sweet spots. The real smart guards and players know your sweet spot. Okay, you want to ride behind the pick, but they know that your sweet shots. You have no hood skills when it comes to basketball. That's why girls like Carrington can lock you down, make you feel uneasy. That's why Chelsea Carter can make you feel uneasy. And she said the perfect thing. What else do you bring to the game besides the 3? And I'm sorry. I had to make this post because it ain't all about you. It's about you and your teammates. And you're not a congratulatory person. You want the sun to shine on you. Because the stupid statement you made the other night when you played the Sky, well, I had 13 assists. Okay, but what about the other 15 passes that you made that might have been missed? You were supposed to take the last shot because Leah Boston didn't want to take it because she was frustrated when she took that 3 and made it. You stood there and you didn't want to take the shot. You want to pass it off to her so she could take the last shot. Then you want to complain. The defense being played on you, making it to where you can't get them shots. And that's your problem. All these Colin Carr-Hurts and all these people wanted you. They should just make it easy for her so the NBA can expand. I want to bring more eyes to the... Listen, man, fuck all that eyes shit and expand. You are in a league where girls are playing for their families and livelihood. This ain't college where you got a scholarship and you can get dropped. So I'm going to give you something to all you Caitlin Clark fans, to Caitlin Clark. She's an average at best basketball player. She's not the greatest basketball player in the world. She's average. Okay? She's not even the top 10 guard in the WNBA. Jewel Lloyd smoked her. Okay? If you're such a great player, no great players do, I got her. You didn't want that smoke. What's going to happen when you get to Kelsey Gray? She going to smoke your ass. If you don't get to Kelsey, you got Chelsea Gray, Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young. Which one you going to guard? Because they all going to smoke you. And you want to sit up here and talk trash. And fan base want to talk trash. They don't care about nothing else. Just give you the ball. Fuck out of here. This is Van Silk, Rock Bottom Sports. And this is Van Silk, WNBA Ballers. Y'all have a blessed day. I'm out. We on rumble.com.
Caitlin Clark is going viral for arguing with her head coach, Christy Sides, during the Fever Sky game. This is only one of many instances where Clark has been seen visibly upset with Coach Sides. And after last night's loss, Clark expressed how no one gives her advice during games.
Nobody gives me advice in the game. I wish.
Aside from leadership, Christy Sides' decision-making also came into question during the Fever's loss to the Chicago Sky when she drew up a game-winning play for Aaliyah Boston and not Caitlin Clark. Critiques kept coming after yesterday's loss against the Seattle Storm when Katie Lou Samuelson made this fast-break layup that led to Coach Sides benching her for the rest of the game. Even a clip of an Indiana Fever practice went viral for the team running questionable plays with embarrassing execution. However, this is only Christy Sides' second season in a head coach role, as she said she never wanted to be a head coach and loved being an assistant coach.